What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Sports Reel. Today we're looking at would Allen Iverson have been better at football than he was at basketball?
No, he was a high school football quarterback, so they let him try his passing arm, and he was able to throw it, 60 yards.
Allen Iverson will forever be remembered as one of the most exciting guards to ever play in the NBA, and his impact on culture surpassed even his accomplishments on the basketball court to a certain degree. Before his NBA career kicked off, some say Iverson even had a chance of making it into the pros as a football player. Iverson was known as a great competitor with a tremendous amount of talent, which resulted in him getting recruited by top colleges around the country to come and play football for their teams.
He was the best quarterback.
Oh man, what a nice throw!
Bethel High School wasn't sure if they had a future NFL quarterback or future NBA point guard in Allen Iverson. As the star QB and defensive back, he led the football team to a state championship his junior year and accumulated 21 touchdowns, 14 of those were passing, 2,204 yards of offense, and 13 interceptions. Just 3 months after winning a football state championship, he would lead Bethel to a state basketball championship. Iverson earned the Associated Press High School Player of the Year award in both football and basketball, and won the Division AAA Virginia State Championship in both sports. Despite choosing to play for Georgetown and dedicate his career in basketball, Iverson said he always loved football more than basketball. In one of his older interviews, Iverson remembered the time when he was a kid that just started to play basketball. He refused to practice and at first didn't like the game because he thought it was just too soft. Luckily, for all his fans out there, Iverson decided to stick with basketball instead of football. Quote, "Football is my favorite sport. I remember the first time when my mom wanted me to play basketball. I came back from school and she told me I'm going to basketball practice. I cried and told her I don't want to play basketball. I thought basketball was soft. Football was so competitive. Every down is important regardless of what position you play. I was the best and it ain't no secret to it. You can ask anyone out there." So before he was ever an NBA legend and a lightning rod for controversy, Allen Iverson was a two-sport high school star at Bethel High School in Hampton, Virginia. The future Hall of Fame basketball player said he had not run into trouble off the field. He would have played football at Notre Dame. "I love those gold helmets," Iverson told Bleacher Report.
To the line of scrimmage. Iverson still has the football.
Iverson led Bethel to the 1992 Division V football state championship as a junior, returning kicks, playing defensive back, and quarterbacking the team. He was named Virginia's Player of the Year in both football and basketball. Just a few months after the championship, however, the 17-year-old was sentenced to 15 years, 10 of those were suspended, in prison for maiming by mob during a bowling alley brawl. Iverson served just 4 months before he was pardoned by then-Governor Douglas Wilder. If Iverson had gone to Notre Dame, he would have played at least part of his career under legendary coach Lou Holtz. Iverson ultimately picked basketball and played for another legendary coach, Georgetown's John Thompson, before going on to a decorated NBA career, winning MVP with the Philadelphia 76ers. Considering how Iverson clashed with Larry Brown in the NBA, it would have been interesting to see how he meshed with Holtz in college. When Iverson was a 5'6", 145-pound 8th grader, hundreds of fans would come out to watch him play for Bethel's junior varsity team. The next year, he started at wide receiver and safety on the varsity team. In his sophomore season, Kozlowski moved Iverson to quarterback but still played him on defense. As a defensive back, Iverson tied a Virginia record by intercepting 5 passes in one game and helped Bethel to an undefeated regular season before losing in the first round of the playoffs. Life away from the field wasn't as easy. Iverson's father was never around, and his mother wasn't always available. At times, he lived with the families of both Moore and basketball coach Mike Bailey, each of whom created a more structured environment. After missing too many days of school and falling behind in his classes as a freshman, Iverson turned his attendance around in his sophomore year, Kozlowski says. Iverson ended up making it to the NBA to play for the Philadelphia 76ers, even making it all the way to the NBA Finals in an MVP season where he lost to the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games. But Iverson is a legend everywhere. He's a basketball icon and he loves to practice. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Sports Reel. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Why would you? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.